Go, it's Shamet again, puts the Knicks up by 3. The Knicks are up by 2, 3.8 to go, and Brandon Williams is called for an offensive foul. If the whistle had gone the other way, who knows? Maybe Williams goes to the line with a chance to win the game. As it is, the Knicks hang on to win. It's their first road win of the season, 113-111. Oh, boy. Not for the faint of heart. Great to have you with us from our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pito along with Alan Hunt. So the Knicks tonight shoot 29% from 3. They missed 15 free throws, actually 16 free throws, including missing 5 of their last 6 in the final seconds, and yet they're able to win anyway.
Wasn't pretty at all, but it's a road win. You'll take it, of course. And they made the shots when it mattered late. They did go 5 for 12 from 3 in the fourth quarter after really struggling 0 for 10 in the second quarter. The three-point shot and the three-point defense were major issues for the Knicks throughout this game, but you were just waiting to see, can someone get hot? Deuce McBride, then Landry Shamet late, got hot from 3 and knocked him down. And the bigger, of course, story of all in this, along with the win, is the fact that Jalen Brunson returned to the lineup and gave you a 28-point performance in his first start in a week since he had that ankle injury. So that's the good news, back and, of course, doing all the things you expect Jalen Brunson to do. The three-point shooting now, it's another game. It's a major issue. And I'm telling you, the three-point defense, this Dallas team is one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the league. They only make 10 threes a game, and they had 9 at the half. It was a bad start defensively for the Knicks, and they escaped with a win.
Dallas finished 16 of 44 from downtown, so a lot better than they normally shoot from deep. Wally Szczerbiak helped call the game on the radio on ESPN New York. Wally, how about that last sequence? You got a whistle. We didn't know if it was an offensive foul on Williams or a defensive foul on Shamet. They got the call right. It clearly was an offensive foul on Brandon Williams.
Yeah, live, it looked like a foul on Shamet. It looked like Williams had the angle, was slicing to the basket on the fast break, got it up on the backboard, and it was going to be an and-one opportunity. But then when you see it in a replay situation, definitely a hook. Put the chicken wing out there, kind of got caught, and it was a great call by the official. You got to make the right calls. Got to give him the credit on that one. But the defense in the last 3 minutes, guys, when they were getting shredded the whole entire game, going into the last 3 minutes in the fourth quarter, they had given up 10 free throws already. Dallas was 9 for 10, was getting dribble penetration every time down the floor. But how about Landry Shamet and the challenge that he took, fighting through those screens, just max effort on the defensive end of the floor. Everyone else followed suit. Their defense was stifling for those last 3 minutes. That's what won them the basketball game. And Mike Brown is going to love the fact that they turned it on in crunch time on the defensive end of the floor, because that's how you win road games in the NBA, by getting stops.
Yeah, it was the turnover that led to Shamet's first 3 went down. That found him in the corner, and that was a big shot. And then how about Josh Hart's effort, offensive rebound, his own miss to get it out, falling down, sees Shamet open, finds him, and Shamet hits that shot. And that really was, the big difference makers. But that's the hustle plays, the effort plays, and those are championship level plays you got to make. But championship defense, that's something that is a work in progress. We're still in November.
Guys, second half, third quarter, each team scored 35. Fourth quarter, each team scored 26. Yeah. Came down to crunch time. Wally, take us through, Alan, as well. The Knicks were able to prevail, a win they really needed to have, obviously, here.
The three-point stuff here, and D'Angelo Russell got hot and started feeling it, and he was knocking down some shots. But you're just seeing here, this is just easy offense. These are contested, but early on, the Mavericks got rhythm. Max Christie got himself a 3 there, but they had just some rhythm and feeling good about their threes. Speaking of which, Deuce McBride missed his first 6 threes of the game, and then all of a sudden he knocked a few down and got hot. And then they're going down the other way, Wally, and this, boy, I'll tell you what, this is where, for me, for the Knicks, it started getting dicey. You started worrying, are they going to have enough to make plays to win this game?
Yeah, you did not want to let this Dallas Maverick team hang around. I mean, they have not been playing at a high level. Their confidence is decimated. But D'Angelo Russell came in with some big buckets in that fourth quarter and in the second half. And the Knicks, it was looking dicey. The Knicks have not played well at the end of games to close games yet this season. This was their biggest character win, I think, for this team. I think they needed to come away with a win like this.
Here's the final play real quick, Wally, as we're seeing it. And there's Williams' drive. And again, from that angle, that looks like an and one. And Shamet immediately points the other way. And there, right there on the replay, you see, for whatever reason that I can't explain, Williams decided he wanted to wrap his arm around and hug Landry Shamet on his way to the basket. And they end up, and it's a terrific call on the baseline ref to make that call in that moment and take the basket away. But when you first saw it, while he's there and saw it as well, calling the game, I mean, that for a moment felt like a tie score with a chance at the line to win it. And instead, they made the right call, which we saw on the replay.
Yeah, and I have to give Landry Shamet a lot of credit, because to not commit a foul in that situation when a guy had a head of steam on the fast break and had the angle to the basket, and to keep his feet moving, to keep his hands up, and to not allow that body contact to go against him as far as fouling, because the Knicks were fouling a lot of dribblers and drivers in that fourth quarter. When he came back in that game with 4 minutes to go, Mike Brown trusts him. He put in Shamet for Deuce McBride, and boy, did Landry Shamet deliver with the 2 big threes and some huge defensive plays to help this Knicks team come away with their first win on the road.
And Alan, as you mentioned, Jalen Brunson looks completely healthy. Missed the 2 games with the ankle injury. Came out tonight with 28 points. Didn't make a field goal in the fourth quarter, but still finished with 28. Tonight's thrilling moment brought to you by FanDuel Casino. Get your thrill on, Alan. Brunson looked really, really good tonight.
Well, how about the fact that means he had 27 in the first 3 quarters of the game, so that's pretty good. Early on, it looked like he was just trying to kind of get his feet under him again after missing a week, and wanted to test it out, make sure the ankle felt right. And then once that bucket right there's your vintage Jalen Brunson. He just started getting what he wanted, getting into the paint, getting more and more confident on that ankle, and making the shots we are so used to seeing him make. And he made a lot of big ones, and really, again, in a night where offensively the Knicks really struggled, they had Jalen Brunson, Wally. They had him to at least keep them in this game. There wasn't anybody that could make a shot at some points of this game offensively for the Knicks. I've never seen an entire team go into a slump in shooting like this when you consider the 3 misses. And Wally, how about also at the free throw line? But it was great to see Jalen Brunson back in the lineup a week after an injury that everybody at one point wondered how long will he be out for.
I couldn't agree more. An 83% free throw shooting team misses 5 straight at the end of the game, with the opportunity to ice the game pretty much and make it a 2-possession game. I just really like how the Knicks offense looked at the end of the game. It was Josh Hart and it was Jalen Brunson, high pick and roll. It was making the Dallas Mavericks make a decision how they were going to guard that play. 2 winning players in the hardest play to guard in the NBA. So at least you're going to get something good to allow yourself to give a chance to score when the defense is ratcheted up at a high level. And boy, did the Knicks produce. They made every winning play. The little things like you mentioned, Alan, that's what win you basketball games in the NBA. Josh Hart does them. Jalen Brunson does them. Mikal Bridges does them. And that was a big-time win for this team that they really needed on the road.
All right, Wally. Great to see you as always. We'll talk to you Saturday when the Knicks are in Orlando.
You got it.
All right. Josh Hart, 16 and 10, and that sweet tooth. That sweet tooth is so strong that he even took an M&M
Peanut
from a fan.
M&Ms are the best. Powered by Peanut M&M.
Way to go, Josh. Back with more after this. Great finish in Dallas. Knicks prevail by 2. It's their first road win of the season. Time now for the Audi MSG 150 final, the fastest 150 seconds in the National Basketball Association. Steve Kerr's Warriors banged up. Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler out with injuries. Bam Adebayo for 3. He had 20. Heat win at 110-96. Houston and Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell turns it over. Aaron Holiday takes it all by himself and draws the foul. And Houston now 10-3 as they win 114-104. How about the Raptors? They've now won 9 out of 10. They beat Philly tonight. R.J. Barrett, former Knick, 22. Quentin Grimes, former Knick, of course, now on Philadelphia. He lays it in. It's a 4-point game at this point with under 2 minutes to go. Emmanuel quickly, though, for the Raptors. Another former Knick in this game. He had 18. Toronto wins it 121-112. They're playing great basketball. They're now 10-5 on the year. Charlotte and Indiana. Jay Huff to the hoop. Oh, boy. Who knew? Statue of Liberty Jam, Jay Huff. Indiana wins 127-118. They're now 2-13. Next stop, Denver and New Orleans. Zion Williamson back from the hammy. Had 14 points, played 29 minutes, looked good there. Great pass here by Nikola Jokic, 28 points, 11 rebounds, 12 assists. Denver wins it 125-118. Sacramento and OKC. Dennis Schroeder into the front row. Look out. He's still going. He's going to go all the way up to the rafters. OKC wins it 113-99. The defending champs now 15-1. Washington, Minnesota. Dante DiVincenzo hits a three and does his customary celebration. Julius Randle's son, Kaiden, joins him. Second quarter, Minnesota up 22. It's Julius Randle. He had a big game with his son watching him play at 32. It's another chicken situation, Minnesota. Keyshawn George must miss 2 free throws for free chicken for all. Misses the first. Fans want him to miss the second. And they get their wish. Chicken sandwiches for everybody. Crowd loves it. They're going to get free chicken sandwiches. 1:30 left. Wolves up 7. DiVincenzo's on the outside for 3. Minnesota wins 120-109. Kaiden, what do you have? Julius' son. He did the same thing again. That's your MSG 150 final presented by Audi. We'll continue on the postgame show with the Knicks winning in Dallas tonight, 113-111.